sort of lead by example, which is why when I was given the opportunity to address Penny Arcade Expo in 2007, I made the message, "Don't be a dick," a key part of my keynote speech. However, like all gods who live among men, I am flawed. And I am, it's true, and I want you to know that so that you don't feel uncomfortable in my presence. And from time to time, I fail to reach the lofty standards which I set for myself and hope that the world and its mortals will follow. This is about one of those times. It is called the Excellence Incident, or in which I am the asshole. Brief note, my wife and I are vegetarians, but when this story happened, we were not. For those of you who are wondering where this falls into canon. I think this was probably written around 2006. Many moons ago, my wife Ann and I found ourselves at a Black Angus restaurant. So right away, you know something is wrong. I would like to welcome back those of you who just picked yourselves up off of the floor. I don't know what we were thinking there. Nevertheless, there we were in a luxurious corner. A thin wall was all that separated us from the Swear Cow Fun Bar, where telemarketers, fresh off the job, with a Coors Light fueled electric slide. Apparently the Macarena had passed and could really leave the memory back, so we got back to the classics. After our food had been delivered, the waitress stopped back at our table and she asked, "Is everything excellent?" Now, I know that this poor girl was just doing her job, just as she did when she tried to upsell us on a half-craft or perhaps full craft of a nice Fetzer Merlot. But something inside me snapped. Before I could stop myself, I heard the following come out of my mouth. "Excellent." Excellent? No, I said. "It's fine. And, in fact, I'll even tell you that it's nice. But excellent? If I said yes, I would be devaluing the whole word and entire philosophical concept of excellent." Anne gasped. A busboy 3 tables over dropped a stack of plates. The electric slide thumping through the wall between us was interrupted by the scratching of a needle across vinyl. Remember in The Cable Guy, when they're in medieval times, and Janine Garofalo looks at Matthew Broderick and just says, "Dude, I've got a lot of tables." And we know that he's the asshole? I was the asshole. We all looked at each other, shocked, wondering what would happen next. "He's not usually like this," Anne said. "Hey, don't apologize for me," I said. Then, "I'm not usually like this." She said, and disappeared into the kitchen. Anne looked at me. "We're not getting dessert." In fact, we're not getting any more food that anyone in this restaurant other than us will have a chance to get within 10 feet of. That's probably a good idea. We finished our meal, and I apologized again to the waitress for what would become known as the Excellence Incident. We paid our bill. I overtipped as penance for my transgression, which I decided was intended as a lighthearted little joke that went awry between my brain and vocal cords. But I did not, and I will not waver on the question of excellence. A man must stand for certain things, and I have chosen this. I have chosen to stand fast on the question of excellence. The line is here. We shall go no further. On the way home, and turned to me suddenly and she said, excellent? We're at Black Angus. Let's try for adequate. See if we can go from there. Wow. Thanks so much for speaking up for me when we were in there. I said. That was excellent. Thank you all very much for letting me entertain you. It is my extraordinary pleasure to now join you in the audience as we all are entertained to the max by the musical stylings of Misters Paul and Storm.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wil Wheaton.